Saxon Algebra 1/2 lesson 46. Order of operations. Oh, order of operations with fractions. That's a weird abbreviation, but you get it. Here's the thing. We know order of operations. It's symbols of inclusions, then roots and exponents, then multiplication and division, then adding and subtracting, right? This does not change just because we're dealing with fractions. It just means some of our calculations are more annoying. But order of operations with fractions, it's the same order of operations. We just have to deal with drama. Ready? What is math if not dealing with drama? Simplify 3/20 plus 3/2 divided by 5/2. Okay, we write it down. We take a deep breath. We think of how lucky we are in our lives to be math students, because this is fun. And we do order of operations. There's no parentheses or other brackets or anything. There's no roots or exponents. Okay, look, we're flying through this. Multiplying or dividing, yes, there's one right here. You squiggle it to identify it. Okay, how do we divide fractions? Oh yeah, you have to flip this thing into multiplication, and then you have to flip that one upside down. This one, the one in front, stays the same. Okay, so we'll do that. Look, it cancels. And so this all reduces to 3/5. Now we copy down the rest of the problem. 3/20 plus 3/5. All right, this is a fairly easy addition problem, right? We've been doing it then where you would move this down here and then you would adjust going sideways. But we're far enough along in this now, you guys, that you can do, you can adjust your fractions with some notes rather than that whole fancy format. We know that 5 goes into 20, so the LCM is going to be 20. All right, that means this one's fine. This one just needs to be multiplied by 4/4. So I just jot that right here in my problem. It's a great idea to use a different color. It just helps you focus and understand what you're doing better. So that's going to give me 12/20, right? Multiply bottom and top by the same. And now I've got my fraction adjusted and I'm ready to add, and I get 15/20. And then that reduces, I divide top and bottom by 5, and I get 3/4. Oh my gosh. That was not horrible, was it? That was kind of fun. Let's do another one. There's only one more. Oh my gosh. This lesson is going by too quickly. I'm sad. The Advanced Algebra book, the green one that comes after Algebra 2, it's what Jayla Judd, Laura Rice, and Vivian Rice are studying this year. Some of their lessons, you guys, last 45 minutes to an hour for a single lesson. They're so long. Be prepared for that. All right, are you ready? Same thing. Our instructions are to simplify. 5/7 minus 1/10 times there. All right. Order of operations, I'm going to write it again. Brackets and parentheses. Roots and exponents. Multiplying and dividing. Adding and subtracting. That's the order we'll take it in. Make sure you have that memorized, you guys. You'll want that for the test. And last time in volume, all the different formulas that we use to calculate the volumes, right? The area of a rectangle, the area of a triangle, the formula for volume, memorize it all. You're going to need to know it. All right, so we've got this. We see no brackets, no parentheses. We see no roots or exponents. Multiplying and dividing. Okay, there's a multiplication. Last time we had division, which involves all the swooping in business. But this time, it's simpler because it's multiplying instead of dividing. So we don't have to flip or change anything. We can cancel if that's possible. And I see 2 even numbers. I wish the 10 and the 5 would cancel, but we can't go bottom to bottom. We can only go top to bottom in some pattern. All right, let's divide 2 out of both of these. That's 2 and 5, right? Okay, and then to multiply, we go straight across, so that will be 2/20. 25. So now we have 5/7 minus 2 over 25. Oof. Oof. We're thinking now about our least common multiple, and that's looking rough, isn't it? That's looking real rough. Here's the way we can look at it. 7 is prime, right? So there's no smaller numbers that make that up. 25 is made up of 5 times 5. We can see that these two numbers don't have any factors in common. So the least common multiple we'll be able to find is 25 times 7. We just have to multiply them together. If you can find factors in common, that means there's something smaller than just multiplying them together that will work. But if the factors are completely different, that means you just have to multiply them. Now, the good news is I can multiply by 25 really fast because I have counted quarters before. And I know that every 4 quarters equals $1. So every 4 25s equals 100. 3 more is 75 cents. So I know that this equals 175. Agreed? Okay, so that's my LCM. That means I have to adjust both of these fractions, right? Because neither one of them is 175. So it's easy though, because I just multiplied those numbers together. So I know that this one is going to need to be multiplied by 25 over 25, right? Because there's my 175. And this one will have to be multiplied by 7 times 7, right? Okay, good. We can do that. That's not so bad. All right. So let's fix the first one first. The bottom will be 175. Now the top, okay, what's 5 quarters? 4 is $1 plus 1 more, that's $1.25. Minus 2 times 7 I can handle, and I bet you can too. Okay, now we have a lovely problem where we can do the addition. 125 minus 14 is 111. Denominator stays the same. That's our final answer. Yay. So here's what I have to tell you. On the test, when you are adding or subtracting fractions and you need to adjust denominators, you don't have to do it that long way we've been doing it in the past. You can show it like this. Make sure you show plenty of space. Make sure that I can see very clearly how you're adjusting each denominator. Make sure you write this over to the side so I can see what you decided your least common multiple was and what you're aiming at. I want you to do this too in order of operation problems. I want you to squiggle it so that I can see, oh, that's what you're trying to fix on this step. Make sure that you write a list that looks like this. Yes, I want you to write this. Some students call this Pemdas. Whoops. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. They memorize this, Pemdas. I don't like that because it doesn't remind you of what the symbols look like. This is much better because it matches exactly to what's going on in the problem. So I'm not a fan of Pemdas. I'm a fan of this. All right, that's lesson 46. I'm fired up, you guys. Good stuff. All right, good luck. Bye.